Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here on this cool Wednesday morning. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Principal Mike Heppenstall and all the folks up there be glad to help you. You want to stop by and visit with them, 767-5500. I know most of y'all slept with the windows open last night. I know a lot of us did. It was great. Right now it is 58 degrees here in Panama City, 59 in Mariana, 57 in Apalachicola, and 63 over in Sandestin. So all of our viewers, I know you've had a great night of sleeping. High today is not getting out at 80s. We're looking like about an 85 here on the coast, and low tonight be down to 63 again. Water temperature, all important water temperature, has dropped down to 85. So we've lost 3 degrees in about 3 weeks. So that's a little bit of a change right there. The boating forecast today, better because it's swinging around coming out of the north, so you can stay inshore a little bit. North-northwest at 8 to 17. Seas 2 to 3 and 3 to 5 offshore. So it's getting better each day, and a little bit of a chop on protected waters. River readings, take a look at this. A lot of y'all want to know about the river readings. The Apalachicola has not changed now. All this rain we've had now, it has not, dam is still locked up there in Chattahoochee, so it's a 0.8 on Apalachicola. And now the big change, of course, is the Choctahatchee at Caryville. It's reading right at 3 foot this morning and going on up to and then it's going to start dropping out by Thursday and Friday, so it'll be a slow drop for the weekend. And a lot of y'all are going to fish this weekend on the Choctahatchee River. Our tide chart, the all-important tide chart, brought to us by Carl Vernon Marine Specialties. And Carl Vernon is a good fisherman in his own right, and I'm trying to get him to come on the show every now and then, but he's a little shy right now. But take a look at what's going on in our tides. Panama City tide today is September the 7th. We're looking at a high tide at 6:04 this morning, and it's going to drop out all day to 5:01 this afternoon. It'll be low tide. So if you're coming in after work and going to fish, you're going to be fishing a low tide, but it's a good strong tide at right at 1.9 foot change right there. Every Wednesday morning, I get a live report from Captain Blair Morgan on Blue Water Bandit Charters, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. And tell us what's going on down there, Blair.
Good morning, Winston. Hadn't been a whole lot of fish going on since I talked to you last Wednesday.
I can understand that.
Come through, but I tell you what, there was some people that they were diehard fishermen. They wanted to go fishing anyway over the weekend, and they went up the Intercoastal Waterway over here and caught a lot of flounder.
Good deal.
I heard two guys went up there and they caught the limit. They had 20 real nice big flounder, and but you could get out of the wind a little bit up there.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I talked to a guy last night at the high school that he went scalloping Sunday down here.
No way.
Yeah. The wind we had a sustained wind here on the Cape Sunday of 30 to 35 miles an hour with gusts higher. And he actually went scalloping Sunday and said it was one of the prettiest days he's ever had scalloping under the water. He said, it's kind of nasty when you came up above the water, but they had a good time, got a bunch of scallops, if you can imagine that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But other than that, the only people was out was a bunch of surfers.
Yeah. I saw that. You heard anything? What do you think the tarpon did off the point there? You think? I know they sort of hunkered down for the weekend. You think they're still around?
Winston, I'm sure they're still around. There was a bunch in the bay, they might have, I'm sure they're still around. But the water, it was churning over here, and it looked like chocolate milk off the Cape out here. So
yeah.
It'll take a while to settle back down.
Well, all right, Blair. This weekend, I know you're going out, but we'll have a better report next Wednesday.
Yeah. The weather settled down, and everybody get back to fishing.
All right, buddy. Thank you now.
Okay.
Captain Blair Morgan. All right, let's take our first break. We're back with our special guest.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Flade with Professional Fiberglass Marine Service. We offer all types of boat repair, fiberglass work, bottom painting, detailing, buffing. If your gel coat's looking dull, we can get that boat looking good for you again. We also offer a pickup and delivery service, and we have trailers that you can use if we are going to work on your boat, and we can come and get your boat for you. We can be reached at 850-960-9054, or you can reach us on the web at profiberglassmarine.com.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Now, welcome back. 2 special guests this morning, Jim Hamilton.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. And I have Steve Arndt. Steve, I've known Steve a while over at Bay Point and all, and I know you guys, first of all, I always ask my guests, has he been doing the fishing lately? And these guys said, no, they've been working. Guys, y'all around the water. Tell the folks what y'all do.
Well, I manage both Pirates Cove and Lighthouse Marina, and primarily dry storage facilities, but we do have wet slips, and just out there to promote boating in Bay County, and we reach all over the Panhandle and Georgia and Lower Alabama.
Okay. Steve?
And I'm Steve Arndt from Bay Point Marina, as y'all know, is home of the Bay Point Invitational and a few other special events around the area. We've got 180 wet slips, and we're I guess it's the high-end marina of the area.
It is good because I've been out there a lot, and it's really, really nice to have a facility like that and get folks coming down. And that's the thing about the Panhandle. I mean, you can get out there in an aluminum boat, and you can go out one of these fancy, and you can catch fish no matter what, no matter what size. And we got some tournaments coming up.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about this first one here. This is poor man. I know I'm qualified for this.
It fits all of our budgets anyway. Yeah, this is a rescheduled tournament. You can see on the video there that was scheduled for actually yesterday and today, but it's we rescheduled it because of the weather. On Friday, captain's meeting. Leave after the captain's meeting at 8 o'clock and fish all night Friday night and Saturday. Weigh in at Lighthouse Marina Saturday from 7 to 10.
Okay. So that we're expecting. What kind of species are we looking for?
Well, it's a blue marlin tournament. That's what it was originally designed for. But if no blues are brought in, then it's the heaviest fish: tuna, wahoo, and dolphin.
Okay, so that could be a good. I mean, you could catch this one of those big ones and win it.
Yes, sir.
And how much prize money we're talking?
Well,
about?
It just depends on the how many entries, because it's 100% payback. $400 for entry, and it doesn't matter how many anglers you want on the boat. And it just we're just doing that for the local captains and people here in the area that want to just go out and have a good time fishing where it don't cost a lot of money.
You know, that was started a good while back, I think, with Tom Putnam.
Yeah,
those guys started, and just like I say, just a group of captains got together and just had a little local tournament.
Yeah, they just try to keep that that spirit going. And usually after Labor Day, it was designed the Tuesday after Labor Day, because that's when all the tourists went home and all the charter captains had a break, and it was basically a tournament for those guys to have fun among themselves.
Yeah.
But now, as it's kind of evolved. We want anybody to fish. We don't care.
Yeah.
And moving it to the weekend, we may get some more local, just private boat owners that want to get in it too, because it is such a low entry fee.
So keep that in mind as open. Anybody wants to enter it all.
Absolutely.
And, what's the entry fee on it?
$400.
That's not bad for a big tournament like that.
No, and
that's not bad at all.
The captain's meeting is at the Boatyard Restaurant. We'll have some food, and it'll be a fun time there, a couple hours, and then we'll have a captain's meeting at 8 o'clock, and we'll turn them loose to go fishing.
And, we talk about this a lot, and all these old timers and even guys fishing now, they're always on the same channel when you're talking about this weather like we had this past week. It pushes a lot of those fish in closer to shore. I know you guys here along the dock talk about some of the fish are a lot closer, and some of the big fish are a lot closer than normally would be.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to go out a long ways and all.
Well, I think that Steve was talking earlier about when the weather gets turned up like this, it just...
Yeah, it's been kind of flat and stagnant out there for a while, and it was tough to find the blue water and a good weed line. But you know, the storm we had here recently sat out there for a little while and churned and churned and churned, and now there's a good chance that it's brought some of that stuff up, and it's it's stirred that water up real good, and you'll be able to find the weed line now and find some good blue water and maybe hook into a pretty big fish.
That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to take our next break, come back with some more information on another big tournament. Stay tuned.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want old Rover to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Come on down to Blue Water Outrigger, where you'll always find friendly service, fresh and saltwater fishing rods, top of the line men's and women's apparel. Don't forget to pick up your live baits and let us help you with all your outdoor needs. Check out our wide selection of top quality reels and hunting necessities and everything in between. Come see us or order online. We'll be waiting for you right next door to Piggly Wiggly, Port St. Joe.
Sunset Coastal Grill, located in the heart of beautiful Port St. Joe, was established in 2002 by Patty and Dewey Blaylock as a family-owned coastal restaurant. In Port St. Joe, we meet at Sunset. Sunset's open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Fresh seafood's brought in daily and served in a variety of traditional and creative ways. Try our award-winning gumbos. Steaks are grilled simple and perfect over an open flame grill. Our homemade soups, sauces, and salad dressings are so popular, we sell them retail. And don't forget, see the sunset at Sunset.
Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's Forgotten Coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the Intercoastal Waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357.
Hi, welcome back here with Steve Arnn and Jim Hamilton, and we're talking about some big fishing tournaments all right around the corner. But let's look at this picture here, this flounder picture. Great picture here. This is sent by Joe Ironhorse out of Weewall. He said he lives in Weewall, and you look at the size of this flounder. This is a 7.5-pound flounder. Got out of St. Joe Bay on a nice floundering trip with his buddy. And it got a total of 13 fish, and the biggest one was, like I said, a 7.6 pounds, 26 inches long and 12 inches wide. That is a nice flounder there. So flounder, and Blair just mentioned it down there. Flounder season is here, folks. So that's a nice one there. Joe Ironhorse out of Weewall. Good job there. Now we've got another tournament coming up. This one right here. That's Steve, you were telling you sort of going to be the host on this one, or?
Well, no, the host is going to be at Lighthouse Marina again.
Okay, that's right. But you're helping out. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Panama City Beach Sportfish Classic. Last year it was held at Bay Point Marina, but this year we're moving it over to Lighthouse, kind of changing the focus down to Grand Lagoon. But it's the same tournament from last year. It's $100,000 guaranteed prize money, with a low $1,500 entry fee. I mean, if you think about how much you can win versus how much you put in, it almost makes sense for everybody to get in it, whether you got a boat or not. But the dates on that are September 23rd and 24th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. Captain's meeting. A registration will take place on at Friday morning, the 23rd, from 8 a.m. to 11. We'll have lunch for everybody from 11 to 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Captain's meeting at 1 o'clock. And then at 2 o'clock, we'll shoot a flare from the Panama City Pass and release the hounds, I guess you could say, as they go hit it and get it. And then we'll kick back and wait. And then on Saturday evening, we'll have our weigh-in from 7 to 10 p.m. at Lighthouse Marina, same place as a poor man shootout.
And that's usually just a social event in itself. Yeah. The weigh-in itself, people just love coming and seeing that. Always have.
Oh yeah. We'll have in addition to the fish that we're weighing, we'll also have numerous sponsor booths and tents. Got a couple of local boat dealers are going to be there. I believe Legendary Marine's going to be there. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Marine Max and Hart's Marine are going to be there as well. But they'll, so there'll be boats on display, food, drink, you name it. All the things you've come to associate with the Billfish tournament are going to be there.
I think our friends even out of Mexico Beach are going to be there too.
Okay, good deal. And that put that on the calendar now, September 23rd to 24th. If you can't fish it, certainly come to that weigh-in and all. But speaking of, now you're talking about $100,000 here locally.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed
yes.
prize
Yes,
money.
Yep.
I mean, that's big time. That hangs in there with the Mobile and the Biloxi guys.
Yep.
I mean, this is really good.
We're going to hand out some money.
That's wow. I've got to start talking to some of my buddies see if we can throw in some money. I mean, and what categories now?
It's blue marlin, tuna, wahoo, dolphin, and swordfish as well.
Okay.
And that's why you leave on Friday afternoon and you can literally fish all night long for swordfish as well. So it's I think 37 hours, 32 to 37 hours of straight fishing. So it's quite a bit.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and like you said, the weigh-in's going to be fun. We'll have a nice feel to it. It may not be the Bay Point Invitational, but it'll be something that along that same line. That's something you can do the fall of the year. Bring the family. Have dinner at the Boatyard Restaurant and watch as we unload the fish.
Well, kids now are fascinated with these fish. When I watch kids' eyes and I see these big fish coming by, and their eyes just get that big, and I'm just fascinated with them.
I think that some of us older kids like it too.
I know it do, especially if you get to bring it in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. When they hand you that check, that's even the best.
Who's going to be the weighmaster?
Jack Konzelman is going to be our weighmaster for this. So, Captain Jack, we're thrilled that he accepted that challenge, and he, if anybody knows fish in the Panhandle, he sure does. So, and we're going to have, I'm sure somebody will be there from the marine fisheries, and
we'll have Anna there from the marine fisheries, I'm sure, and then. And Jim mentioned a second ago, our friends from down in Mexico Beach, the Edgewater dealer down there, they're going to be one of our exhibitors as well, and I'm pretty sure they'll be fishing it too.
Yeah, he will be. I'm sure he will be. Yeah,
we're really excited to get them in.
Yeah, well, and like I say, I don't want to harp on this too much, but you may not have to go out too far.
That's right.
In this time of year to get some nice.
Well,
fish,
I think that storm kind of helped that. So, you'll be surprised, where the tuna may be hanging out right now. So.
I know it, and the big guys. You think we're gonna get some guys from Mobile and Biloxi? Some of those guys may come over.
I've been getting some phone calls. I got a phone call last week from a fellow from Biloxi that wanted to know what the dates were. So I do think we will get some guys from over there. The Orange Beach tournament, Labor Day tournament got canceled. Yeah. So I'm sure there'll be some guys that were planning on fishing that will still have a little bit of time on their hands. And
those guys still have a tank full of gas.
That's right. They've already bought their fuel. That's right.
And you can't let those big guys scare you away, because I was telling you all about that little Carabel tournament, and we were just weekend fishermen, and we beat all those big guys coming from Jacksonville and Daytona. So it can be done.
Well, and the funny thing is we had the Classic last year. I'm pretty sure that third place Wahoo was won by a sea rig.
Yeah.
So it's the money's there, and a lot of times the local knowledge will beat the guys from out of town.
Yeah.
Especially in conditions like this. So it's definitely worth it to throw a crew together and get in there and get in it.
Well, and even go back to the Invitational in July, the smallest boat in the tournament won the Wahoo division.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. And that was just a center console, something like you would own. So.
Yeah. I mean, and that's you can get on a good day now. You get on out there.
That's right.
You don't spend as much money on gas either.
That's right.
But like I say, be in the right place at the right time and knowing the water.
Yeah.
All right, folks, that's two really, really good tournaments that we're looking at, and we appreciate you guys putting this on and everything. We're going to take our final break and come back with some more good stuff on fishing.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frame and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
It's Kubota Summertime Deal Days at Soul Tractor, and finance offers are heating up.
Right now, we have long-term finance rate for qualified buyers. We have the deals you've been waiting for on new Kubota RTV Work or Play.
Come take a look at the new Kubota RTV Work Play utility vehicles today.
Hurry to Soul Tractor's Kubota Summertime Deal Days and get your best deal on a new Kubota today while the sun shines.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your Serious Money Advisor!
Hi, welcome back here with Jim Hamilton and Steve Arndt, and we've been talking about some big tournaments coming up locally at the Grand Lagoon area. But first, let's look at our Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. Our peak periods for today is brought to us by Express Lane, American-owned and American-operated. We're looking at 9:01 a.m. this morning to 11:01, two-hour block right there. And then this evening from 9:26 to 11:26 be best time to get outdoors and see some fish moving and some wildlife moving around. One of the things we're talking about, you guys are around boats all day long, weekly and all, and we'd mention about the maintenance and all. What are some of the things you would suggest being in that position?
Sure, maintenance is a big issue. One of the biggest complaints I hear is, well, last time I used my boat, it was fine. Now it's not. This isn't working, or the cable's not working, or whatever. And it's not like a car where you need to use it more. Mm-hmm. More is better. Less is worse. And just around the saltwater environment, so that's one of the things that we try to promote during the off season when a boat's sitting in storage, is to do preventive maintenance, where we actually pull the boat out, start it, operate all the systems, exercise the cables, and make sure that nothing gets froze up from just sitting in corrosion. Yeah. Corrosion's the biggest enemy when it's just sitting there.
Yeah. I just experienced that this weekend. I talked about it yesterday. My battery cable. I mean, I know better, but it just got corroded on me. Yep. So, how about non-ethanol gas? Y'all deal with it a lot, don't you? Even on the big boats. I guess it's a huge deal.
Yeah. We both carry non-ethanol gas, and our fuel supplier has told us that he can get us that for the foreseeable future. So for a while there, it was a little difficult to find, but I think it's a little bit easier.
So it's going to be okay now, because we were worried at one time we might not be able to get any. So you guys have told us it's going to be okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But it's real important that anybody with a gas motor on the water use non-ethanol fuel. That ethanol stuff's going to mess you up every time. Jim, I think, was telling us the trouble he had with his weed eater the other day.
So. You see it earlier in the smaller engines, and especially the two-cycle engines. The older two-cycle engines, it just wreaks havoc on them, and that's where we get, that'll cause you a bad day on the water.
Oh, man.
And especially the guys that tow their boats, where they keep the boat at the house. It may be tough to drive past that fuel pump with that, save 50, 60, 70 cents a gallon, but in the long run it pays off to use that non-ethanol fuel.
Yeah, and like I say, maintenance is so important. Using those little things like that is going to make your weekend. And we work all week to get out on the weekend to have a good time on the boat, not to be aggravated with it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That
boating's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it is. Getting back to your tournament and all that, there's a website they can go to?
Sure is. It's PCBSportFishClassic.com.
PCBSportFishClassic.com.
Yeah.
And I know we're expecting a big crowd and all, so if the weather, what happens if we have some weather like we had this past weekend? I mean, this is y'all's call. You'll just
if the weather, if it looks like the weather's going to be bad, we'll postpone it a week.
Yeah.
And you can go to the website and download a registration form and see a copy of the rules and the schedule and everything. But if the weather looks bad, obviously we'll postpone it. We don't want anybody to go out there and get hurt. We don't want people killing themselves trying to catch some fish.
Oh, yeah.
Fishing's supposed to be fun too.
It's fascinating. I used to go out at Bay Point the night before the Friday night. I used to just love going to look at the equipment. I mean, the big reels and talking to the guys, and they're just like you and I. I mean, they want to go out and catch a big fish.
Right.
It could be it could be like we on weekends catching big redfish, or them going out, and it's the same thing. But they have some nice reels.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they got some nice stuff.
But, you know, one thing I noticed, I noticed this real strongly, those guys were double checking and triple checking their rigs, making sure, just like, you know, making sure those knots, you know, tied, and I was watching them tie the knots and getting the rig set together. Same thing we do. You just want to have everything set up.
Well, you know, you've got to be ready for when that big fish hits. It takes something to pull in that trophy, that money-winning fish.
Yeah.
And the guys that are prepared, the guys that are ready for it, will bring it in every time. It's the guys that are sitting there going, oh, crap, what do we do now? You know, they're the ones that their equipment's going to fail because they didn't take care of it and they weren't prepped.
We were in a king mackerel tournament recently and all, and one of the guys was just a little simple thing like the fish get up under the boat, and we lost it. I mean, it might not have been a first place fish, but just a little simple. Like I say, you got to be ready when the big one comes. So, so we got it all set up then. Everything's set up to go, and
we're all set. We're waiting on some weather. We're going to have good. The seas are going to be favorable this weekend for the poor man, and in a couple of weeks we'll be ready for the Sport Fish Classic.
And I've called the Chamber of Commerce. They've guaranteed me good weather for the next tournament, so we'll be good to go.
Well, and the big time, you know, that's September 23rd and 24th.
Yes, sir.
That's Saturday. What time people need to get out there for the weigh-in, you think?
Well, the weigh-in starts at 7.
Okay.
But we would love for them to come out earlier. We've got exhibitors and sponsors going to have tents that start at 4 o'clock.
And we've got live music playing from, I believe, 5 to 7. So the gates open at 5 o'clock. Come on out and have a good time.
Okay. Tell folks, I know some folks watching from out of town. I'll tell folks how to get to your place.
It's the Lighthouse Marina is right beside Captain Anderson's.
Okay.
Right beside Captain Anderson's restaurant on North Lagoon Drive, right off Thomas Drive.
Most people know where Captain Anderson's is.
Yes, sir.
It's a landmark.
And the Boatyard Restaurant. We're right there on the same property as the Boatyard, so we'd certainly encourage everybody to come out, maybe have dinner or a cold drink or something before the tournament, and just hang out. And
there'll be some good parking back across the road.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Plenty of room for parking.
Yep.
Okay.
Plenty of room.
Well, folks, we got to get out of here. I want to thank y'all for getting up this early.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, drove here in a Jeep with the top down. Can you believe that? And it's cool weather. I'm jealous.
Nice.
It messed our hair up.
It's very refreshing.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
And thank y'all for watching the show, folks. And y'all do something outdoors and do something good for somebody today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Got a Panther story tomorrow. You're going to really enjoy this Panther story. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.